listening to Debateables,
with Terry DeFrancisco and Rance Rizzuto.
the show where ridiculous people debate ridiculous things for no reason but fun.
Woo!
Oh, yeah!
Oh, love a good jam intro. Hey, welcome to Debateables. I'm Rance Rizzuto.
I'm Terry DeFrancisco.
We are here to talk about stuff that doesn't matter and have a very important viewpoint on said stuff. Isn't that right?
Very important viewpoint. A Viv.
A Viv. We're here to have a Vivi.
We've got to have some strong Vivs because if we don't have strong Vivs, what's this show even for?
Yeah, like why even bother? Having these strong Vivs seems to be something impressive to you D-bags out there. And
Hold on.
what?
Give some context.
Give some context. Yeah. Sure. We used to be No Show Nation. We used to be called It's Not a Show, and that was our nickname for our fans. And then in the last couple episodes, we switched to D-bags.
Well, we switched to Debateables.
Well, we switched to Debateables. There we go.
Yeah. The last couple, this actually today in real time, we did the launch, and the launch of this show, the relaunch is just, I don't know, just going back over the love for the pod. And Rance and I were, we had some lovely friends in real life and some fans ask us when we were doing some new eps, and we were like, man, we got to get back to that because a lot of real life stuff got in the way along the path. Like Rance and I work as professional performers and artistic teams and stuff like that at a place called the Nest Theater. Most importantly, probably that's like our primary thing.
Yeah.
And we had to, save the stage and make sure they could stay open after all the pandemic stuff, and that just was the primary tool of getting through this last few years. But I'll tell you what,
Boom,
we have like 20 episodes of the last probably 2020 to 2022.
Yeah, man,
those episodes were hot hits. We got to meet fans. We had I don't know, 30 questions. We had some guest stars. We had even an episodic review.
Oh yeah,
from some dipshit that came on here and argued with us for a while. Go back and find that if you'd like. But I'll tell you what, it's not a show with the No Show Nation that came from that. You, the fans.
Yes.
We are back, and we renamed to an apt title of what's now Debateables.
Debateables. That's what these things are.
Yeah, already a feature of our show. And we thought, well, that's a more apropos name for this whole thing.
Apropos. What a great use of that, Tara.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
We figured that we were already actually doing a show regardless of having a title. It's not a show. So like we were tired of lying to you, the listener.
And we're full of lies.
Yeah.
And yeah, we didn't even mean to. And I'll tell you what, we had Debateables as part of the feature of the show. It even said Debateables on the graphic, I think. So that was silly. Why aren't we just called Debateables?
Yep.
So now that's what we're called.
Yep. It's all right there. It's all right in front of us. This is all we got to do is reach out and grab it.
I'll tell you the tough thing though. Last time we recorded and we were checking in on episodes 1 and 2 of season 3. I went to say No Show Nation, which I do think we should keep. But
yes.
We were like, oh no, it's not that anymore. What are we going to call them?
Yep.
And I think D-bags.
Yeah. D-bags came out really easily too. It came out really nice.
It came out from you. Yeah. And additionally, I believe, I think you also called them unconventional children. How did that come up?
You called them unconventional children, and I loved it. So I locked it in. You are our No Show Nation, unconventional children, D-bags. You're all of those fun things.
Yeah, the D-bags, the UCs. We got to have some Vivs and get to the talking points. Debateables season 3. I think we have probably about 20, a little over 20 episodes in the bag, and this is now for you, the dear listener. Not a D-bag at all in the traditional sense. I'll tell you what, this is fun for us because now the episodics will be pocket-sized, so we can talk to you more frequently and hear from you hopefully more frequently without these big gaps in between of like making sure that we record an hour-long thing. You get pocket-sized little bite-sized munchies, my friends.
Put them in your clutch. Put them in your fanny pack. That fit right in there.
You gotta put them in that FP. You gotta put them in that clutcheroo.
Yeah. I like that you shortened fanny pack and extended clutch.
Look,
Clutcheroo.
there's no logic to fun.
No, that should be on a shirt. There's no logic to fun. Check our shop for our debatable shirt.
Oh my gosh. Our shop would be insane if we had all the great hot hits of things that have come up over the last 20 plus episodes of the show. And
Yeah.
20 plus isn't that much, right, in the scheme of podcasts, but I'll tell you what, they were some long chunks. So it's going to be, there's a lot of good inside bits in there over the past, I think it was 2020 to 2022, and working and trying to get everything squared away from performer standpoints. But now we got time to make fun little pocket-sized, bite-sized munchies that you can put in your clutch.
Yeah, we gotta have some clutcheroo munchies.
How's everybody doing out there, by the way? How you all doing?
Hey, yeah. Okay, good.
We're waiting.
Good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I think something for them to know, since we have changed some of the branding of the show, and that you can kind of tune in through many different modes, I guess,
Yeah.
of like how you can get to us. The thing to know now is our website is debatables.fun.
Dot fun. Tell
And
me
you
you
can
make a website dot fun available and I'm not gonna take it? Get out of here.
come on. Yeah, everything should be .fun. Get rid of this com business. I'll
Boo.
I'll tell you what, you can also submit any debatable that you have on your mind that we haven't covered yet at debatables.fun, and we'll go through those. And we'd love to give people shout outs on the show. If you haven't
Yeah.
been here before, we like to make sure that all of our guests get recognized, as well as all of our question submitters. So hopefully let us know
Oh.
where you're from, who's writing it, how we can give you a shout out on the show, and especially get to the Vivs.
Yeah, don't be anonymous, be honest, We're trying to be honest with you by switching away from it's not a show because it's clearly a show. So be honest with us in return. That's all we ask.
I don't think that they're being dishonest, Rance.
Just shy because they're if they're
I don't
trying to
know
be
that anyone's
anonymous.
hiding their identity.
Well, I'm saying if they were going to, if they like post a thing, and they were like, I don't want them to know where I'm from or who I am.
Oh, pretzels, are they salty or not salty? Don't let them know who I am.
I'll never tell.
Yeah, you got it. So, welcome to episode 3 of the season 3. We're calling it season 3 relaunch, which is a continued romp of fun moving on to the 20s episodically of Debatables.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for being here. And it was really cool to watch the launch happen today. We saw it in real time of like people going and listening, people that we knew hadn't heard it before that were going back and listening to old ones. Yeah, it's a real romp. So thanks for getting in here and having some fun with us.
Yeah. Keep it up. Thanks for enjoying. Do we have a debatable today, Tara?
Oh, do we have a debatable?
What if you said no? Oh, what's this all
Everyone
this?
take care.
Bye
Everyone take
bye.
care, and bye-bye. Of course I do. We have submissions from all over the place. I think that people that have listened before and aren't just joining us for season 3 probably know this, but we're stationed. We lived in Chicago, Illinois for a long time. Got
Hmm.
lots of buddies there. We're now, I said stationed. We're stationed through the Improv Militia and a C bus
We've been deployed to Columbus.
to make the comedy happen here in Seabus, Ohio. So we get lots of questions from Chicago friends and Columbus people, but we get a lot of submissions from all over the world, which is really cool. We've been lucky enough to travel,
Yeah.
and now the podcast word is spreading. So we have lots of in and out of towns. I think the farthest we've had rants is New Zealand,
Hell yeah.
and the closest we've had is probably in our own house.
Probably Columbus. A distinct neighborhood in Columbus.
Yes, we'll go not too far, but definitely not Ohio today. From our friend. Oh, should we get to it?
Here
Debatable.
it is.
Pew pew pew.
What do I got, Tara?
From Mia Lee Roberts,
Oh,
a delightful friend and performer in Indianapolis, Indiana. Mia asks, should we leave a voicemail, or is it enough that we even called?
oh, that's boy, that's an intricate one. I think.
Yeah,
Should
I
we?
can't wait to talk about it. I think this is a great question for 2023, 2024, where we're at right now, because it's sort of like I have lots of opinions about this in
Yep.
general, and I think it's a lot of it is backstory on how I feel about phones.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait till we get into it.
Take that, Alexander Graham Bell. I will talk about it for I'm sure a little bit here, but that's part of what I thought would be interesting about this question is not only the question itself, which I understand, and I
Mhm.
think it is like, is it moot to leave a voicemail anymore when people can see that you're calling? That's
Right.
really the essence of the question. Yeah,
Yes. That was exactly what I was thinking of, like, if you're in my contact list,
yeah,
then I know who called and I can call I don't need a message per se, and I can call you back.
yeah. But you know what? It could be a BD, could be a big old butt dial. Who knows? Like
Could be a BD, could be
Rance's face, since he couldn't see it, was delighted and surprised by BD.
I love it. A BD, the opposite of the B dags, or instead of the D bags,
Dags.
the
Oh,
B dags is the butt dial.
the Boosh Dags. I'll tell you what. I
The boosh dags.
the old Boosh Dags. That seems like a good one for No Show Nation.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. I do think that's fair. Like, if we have, I guess the only reason you'd want to leave a voicemail is to establish that you did intentionally call.
yeah.
Um, but you're right. Like, is this now obsolete? Because if you call somebody and there is no, I don't know if they see your name on their screen, right? And on every, unless you're calling a landline, I can't imagine you are, but maybe you are.
Watch me fly.
What? Yeah, who knows? I think like if you're using maybe a cell phone to call an office phone,
Yeah,
voicemail. Yeah, heck yeah. If you're, you know, using a cell phone to call another cell phone where the person hasn't been in their contact list. Yeah,
yep.
voicemail?
Yeah, I feel like in this day and age, you gotta do a double whammy. Like, if I call you and I don't get through to you, I shouldn't leave a voice message, and then I should follow it up with a text. Like, if I call Tara, Tara doesn't pick up, I should be like, "Hey, answer your phone if it's an emergency," or, uh, "Do you know what color the sky is?" if it's not an important thing.
You do call to check in a lot of the time to ask what color the sky is.
Yeah. And this is especially if you're like if someone's not answering and you're not sure if you're in their contact list, then follow it up with a text of like, "Hey, this is blank.
Yeah,
Reach out when you got a second about
that makes
blank."
sense. That makes sense. It is what is it? It's like if you leave a voicemail for somebody, I guess you can be clear. There can be like clarity, but I am a texter over caller to begin with.
Yep.
Um isn't it so funny too that how far our society has come in that regard? Meaning I know in like 2003, 20 years ago, I didn't know what a text was. I mean, like I
Yeah.
remember people being like, I sent you a text, and I was like, I don't know where to find that. Like that's how phones were with the old haptics, baby. Like you had to like
Ooh,
dig deep. I remember I had to like call. I think at that time maybe it was Sprint or T-Mobile, whoever I had. I had like a phone that I used rarely, and
wow.
um I had to like call to like make sure like turn on text or like find out how to access it.
Dang.
Isn't that nuts?
That's just 20 years ago.
I
Like
know.
there are there are people graduated from high school who have no idea
No idea.
the perils.
Yeah, and we're not like ancient. Like Rance and I are at 120 yet.
Working on it.
But I'll tell you what, it is strange to get to a place where you think back on texting and how it was sort of like, it was like a rarity. It was something you did
Yeah.
as a little treat or like something silly. And now it's truly like the only way I really use my phone. I only
Yeah.
text. And then if something is like a long conversation beyond that, I might call to check in with someone that needs to talk or like clarify details or something that are too long to type. But
Yeah.
even then, I often choose text because it's clear, like you have a receipt of the thing you said.
Yes.
Right, in a business, if it's like a business thing or an order or like or a process or like just making sure you're being really clear and deliberate with like emotional content. It's like it can be
Oh,
really
yeah.
nice to write it out rather than chat it out.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely a mixed bag for me, and also there's a whole other layer we haven't talked about yet, which is, do you, the phone user, understand how to leave a concise voicemail? Like, if
Ooh.
I get the best thing that's ever happened for me is taking a that voicemail gets translated to text anyway.
Mm,
So if you leave me a voicemail, I'm gonna read it before I listen to it, and if
yeah.
it's long, I'm probably I'm probably not gonna actually read it. I'm not gonna, like, listen to it and hope for the best, and I'll probably either call you back or ignore it. So, like, if you've really squeezed a one-sentence thing into an essay, I probably will avoid it.
Uh-oh, you heard it here last.
Yeah, I will
I feel
never.
like I feel like that's so true too. And you know what's funny about that is that voice to text on voicemails is often still kind of wrong. So it's funny to think that you're
Yeah,
like, what does this paragraph mean? Oh, this is a fun fact for people in No Show Nation, the B Dags to know. I feel like um there's so Rance and I do lots of different kinds of work, like professorial work, or we perform for a living and tour a two-person show called Here the Improvised Musical. But we also like go to teach and stuff. In addition to that, we run a not-for-profit LLC called the Nest Theater. We have a Nest line that rings a lot, and I'll tell you what's funny is it often gives you that same thing that you're talking about, Rants. That's
yeah,
um, it gives you all the voice to text of whatever someone said, and they are unhinged. They're often unhinged.
yeah,
Sometimes the people that call are unhinged as well, and they're kind of
yes.
like, "I've got 10 minutes of stand up. I'm ready to go, and I'll read you my act over the phone." Or um, they might just be like off, like meaning like the words are off, that they're not actually saying what they're saying because there's like din in the background, so it sounds like hilarious to read.
Yeah. There was, early on with the Nest Line, I remember with if someone would call and we wouldn't get it and they would just hang up on the voicemail, it would just say H. It would just have an H. So that became our slang for, hanging up on someone, or if someone hung up on us, we'd just like
Yeah,
would be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hello?" Click H.
H. Yeah, it was like a capital letter H. I don't know why I thought that was the sound it was making, but that used to make us laugh so hard. And it is still stuff like that where people kind of say something and I'll listen to it and it's not what they're saying at all, but there's someone like chatting in the background of their conversation. And I can't tell
Yeah.
which one's the actual thing that the voice to text is picking up. So there is some like comedy to it for sure. But
Yeah.
boy, I mean, getting to this question again, like should we leave a voicemail or is it enough that we called? I don't know about anyone else. There's got to be some like at least Gen Z people that relate to this, and I think that that's where I mean I am not Gen Z, but I feel like my heart understands the panic of receiving a call as much as many people in Gen Z feel. Like
Ye
it's got to be insane for you to call me. Like that's how I feel, unless you text me to tell me you're going to call me.
yeah, right, like, you prefer voice
Woo,
texts
woo. Oh yeah, like
over
I like a
phone
voice
calls.
message.
Like, not even an answering machine voicemail, just a, like, you can send text as voice, so
I like that.
there you go, that's
It's
fun.
very nice to hear people's voices, and I'd like to be able to talk to people when there's time pocketed for that. But I don't know why. I would guess my anxiety from phone calls is because I've received a lot of bad news over phone calls. So like when the
Yeah,
phone rings,
yeah.
I'm like, who's hurt? Who needs something? Is something wrong? Like I'm not like, oh, what a nice little chat. I'm not like gearing up for a fireside chat with my bud, even though that's probably way more of the calls I've received. I've had too many substantial, like scary calls. So now if the phone rings, unless it's the business line, that doesn't bother me. Like a business call doesn't bother me, but my personal phone ringing makes me think something's wrong.
Yeah, and
Does
you're
anyone else feel that out there? I'm curious if other people feel that.
yeah, if you see a phone call coming, it's like, "What What happened that
What
can't be
happened?
summed up in a text? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. Like if it's a bit, which I love bits. If it's a bit, it's probably a text, right? It's probably like some meme and a little joke from a friend. But
Yeah,
or if it's like a gig, sometimes when I see like my agent calling or something like that, like someone's booking me, I don't panic at that because I know it's going to be that. But if I see like a friend calling or family calling, I usually think like, "Uh oh, I hope everyone's okay," because I know they'd probably tell me they're going to call tonight or something like that before that happens.
yeah. Yeah, like, you would have Tara's got a big friends group, and they would have set up a call that
For
everyone's
sure.
jumping on.
Yeah.
Here's a layer that we haven't talked about that, like, I think we both feel the same about,
Well,
is I think it's just, like, scammers that do this, but why, if you make a call, would you not talk to someone who answers? Meaning, this happens a lot on the Nest line. Phone call comes in, usually Tara's, the one answering, and it's like, or our office people are like, "Hello, Nest Theater," and then it's either an immediate click or some dead air and a
oh
click.
yeah.
Like, if you make the effort to call, you should at least say something. Like, why are you calling expecting a voice to get to voicemail, or are you calling expecting to get to, like, a business's answering machine that has information? But I get them too on my personal line.
I think they're robocalls. I think those are all automated calls. Like, meaning, like, if someone calls a line like that and then you hear that click right away or, like, kind of dead air right away, what I think it
Yeah.
probably was a sales call that has, like, a bank of people and they can't hear to turn on the, like, "Is this blank?" Like, that kind of thing that happens when, like, a spammer calls or, like, a bank calls or whatever, someone trying to sell you a credit card or something.
If there's like a 1% and some of you who like call people and you're just like, I'm just going to leave a quick voicemail, and the person answers and you panic and hang up, like,
Who do
that's
you think is
worse.
doing that? You think that somebody's like,
That's
"They
got to be
answered
someone. Yeah. There's got to be someone.
No, I don't think that anyone's making like teenage 1990s phone calls where they're like, "Is your refrigerator running?" I don't think that's happening at
Oh,
all.
you better catch it. Yeah. Click.
Mhm. I'll tell you what though, I do miss no, I
Oh,
shouldn't even say
pranks.
that. But I do think it's fun to like have like fun calls that aren't necessarily like mean pranks, but just silly ones. And that's
Yeah.
that's kind of like I don't think anyone's doing that these days. I think it's often like a business calling a business and they can't hear because they're on a different kind of phone bank line. That's my guess.
Yeah.
But if it's someone just panicking, the anxiety of the phone still supports that
Yeah.
calling someone is like weirdly terrifying and
Yeah.
now.
If it's that scary, text. Like, you can type for a long time. You can type on some other app and
Oh,
then, like, get it all prepped and ready for the way you want it to look.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh boy. I totally get it though. And I wonder, I think as far as the classic question here for today's debatable
Yeah.
on should we leave a voice message or is it enough that we just called? I also wonder if Mia's implying like maybe someone thinks you're thinking of them and they don't need the message. Like it's enough that you called. They don't need like the
Yeah.
flowery, like, how are you? And hope you're doing well. And I was wondering if the kids were
Ugh,
having a nice time at their school dance,
God.
whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like you can't answer any of those questions on a
Yeah.
voicemail. So maybe it's a belabored call.
I think you don't need the voicemail as long as I know who you are. Like, if it's a number and there's no contact or, caller ID connected to it, then I'm gonna assume it's a spam and I won't call it back.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe my like grand take on this one is text it or uh let
Sext it.
someone know. What'd you say?
Sex Text it or sext it.
All right, it's Debateables After Dark.
Oh,
But I think for me it's text it or let someone know you're going to call them with a little warning time so they can kind of get into gear out of especially since everyone works from everywhere now and like you never know
yeah.
what anyone's clock is anymore. It's like just give people a chance to be like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to talk to, Steve tonight, whatever." But if not that, I'd say I'm a big fan, as Rance knows, and he just mentioned, of
Yep.
the voice message. I love a
Yep.
voice message. I love hearing people's voices. I just know I can't properly like always like take that time right when they leave one. So if I get one, I'll return it. I love it.
I love a succinct voice message that is meaningless, meaning it's a bit or it's stupid or it's silly or it's
Yeah, me
funny.
too. Me too. Me too.
But
I also like a long-winded, like, here's how I'm doing 5-minute, like, download on a voice message because then I can leave one in kind and know that I truly am thinking of this person and the pocket I found to kind of like dispatch to them is true. It's real. It's just that we're not like syncing up right.
that is where we feel differently, but I understand how you see that.
I will say this though, I have a friend that or well, we Brant and I both have a friend, Alec ATB, if you're out there listening in No Show Nation, leaves probably the longest voice messages I've ever received of any of our friends. And it's
Yeah,
gotta be it's like
strives to leave the longest
strives,
ones.
yeah, like now it's like a bit where it's like
Yeah.
how long can I go to let you know what's up? And they're like somewhere between I'd say like 12 to 25-minute
Oh my
voice
god.
messages. And they now are hilarious. Like now we kind of look forward to them because they're so they're so extraneously they're insane. And they're just a joy because it's just like what else, what else, what else. So now it's just a lot of bits and fun where it's just stringing us along for a long time. But yeah, I'd say like the 1 to 5 minute window of like a real friend calling you and giving you some stuff. Hell yeah. A
Yeah.
good bit window of a 30-second one.
Yeah.
Great. Love it.
Perfect.
Yeah, love it.
A long-winded one? Both
Depends.
you're hearing from both sides of the coin on that one.
And the ridges.
And the ridges of the coin, the third side of the coin.
That's the old saying, Rance. There's there's three sides to every story: the heads, the tails, and the ridges.
Yeah. What do they call the ridges of Ruffles Ridges potato chips? Because the front and the back are the ridges. This is another debatable for another
Oh
time.
no, we're all wrapped up.
Oh, that's time, everyone. We're going to get to the big potato debate later. Hey, thanks for
Yes.
checking in with us here at Debateables.
Hey, if you want to submit a debatable, please go to debatables.fun and submit one. Let us know your name. Let us know where you're calling from, and send in your debatable. We can't wait to debate it. Hey, if you want to see all the topics we've debated in the past, everything is on our everywhere you can find us on Apple, on Spotify, on what else, France? On
Those are the
Podbean.
two big ones I remember. Yeah, on Tune In, the
Oh
Alexa
yeah,
one,
yeah. All
Amazon.
kinds
Yeah, just Goog
everywhere.
us, man. You'll find us.
You can
Goog
see
it.
all the episodes and the topics that came up there. So if you want to know what they were, there's some really good ones, and we're looking forward to even more in season 3, episode 3 in the can.
Oh, bye.
Bye.